Hi, my name is Indra. I'm an English student from Padang State University. Here in this bit, I'm going to be talking about self-harm and a few things you need to know about it. Before I begin, I'd like to mention the reason why I chose this topic is that this has become my concern and curiosity over this time. This is with the purpose and intention of educating the society and supporting those people who may be at risk of self-harm. You know, I've seen some people self-harmed, and you probably have seen it too in your lifetime. They are all around us. They are suffering, scared, they need our help. So the first thing we need to understand is knowing what the self-harm is. For those who are wondering, self-harm, or another name, non-suicidal self-injury, is when you intentionally hurt or harm your body. It's usually as a way of dealing with very difficult feelings, painful memories, or overwhelming situation experiences. One of the most common forms of self-harm is cutting, and it can be done by using scissors, knife, razor blade, broken glass, or another sharp object to cut your skin. Most frequently, the arms and the legs are the targets of self-injury. There are also other ways of self-harm, such as self-hitting, punching or headbanging, pulling out your hair, scratching your skin, or burning yourself with matches, cigarettes or candles, and many more. The injuries might be minor, but sometimes they can be severe. They may leave permanent scars or cause serious health problems. Based on my research on internet, it says that self-harm is not a mental disorder. At first I thought this is a mental illness, but it's really not. It's a kind of behavior. It's clearly an unhealthy way to cope with strong feelings. However, some people who self-harm do have a mental disorder. According to the Mental Health Foundation, 10% of young people self-harm themselves, but it could be as high as 20%. And most of them reported that they started to hurt themselves around the age of 12. It's also possible for adults to do it. There are many reasons why people self-harm. Different people, that means different stories and backgrounds. Some people self-harm because they feel overwhelmed, changing emotions, depressed, anxious, stressed, or simply because they don't like themselves by having insecurities. It's basically as a form of self-punishment. They may believe they deserve the pain. According to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, in some way, self-harming fills a void and provides a sensation whenever someone feels empty. Self-harming is typically not meant as a suicide attempt. Rather, this type of self-injury is a harmful way to cope with emotional pain, intense anger, and frustration. I believe when we see someone self-harm, the first thought that exists in our mind is like, oh look, they're trying to kill themselves, they want to suicide. For some reason, it's the way that they do with the pain, and it gives them an element of control. That's why it's called as non-suicidal self-injury that I've already mentioned before at the beginning, which may be caused by, the first is social problems such as having difficulties at work or school, having difficult relationship with friends or families, or coming to terms with their sexuality if they're part of LGBT, and then trauma such as sexual or physical abuse and the death of a close family member, and also psychological causes such as having borderline personality disorder and mental illness. A lot of people get judged for self-harming because they apparently want attention. This is just stereotype. Some people self-harm for attention, but not everyone. Like they want someone to notice and want someone to pay attention and look at the scars on their arms and be like, oh no, that someone is in a lot of pain. We should help him out. Not many people understand self-harming and they think it's stupid. They don't understand how addictive it is. Once you start, it becomes a sort of painkiller. So, whenever you see someone who self-harm out there, or maybe in your environment and social media probably, try to show your concern about them. Don't ever judge them for doing that because they seek for help. Don't ask them to stop this self-harm right away. I know that we wish them to stop it, but it's not that easy, and it's not a kind of helpful thing for them. As I said, it's very addictive. Some people self-harm for months and even for years, and you can't just change that just in a single moment. When you talk with them, try to understand and listen carefully to what they're worried about. Make sure they know that you care, because it's always helpful to know that someone is there for you. Rather than saying to stop it, we could just try to ask them to control it at the time. Especially to everyone who harms right now, has harmed or is trying to stop or already stopped. I want you to know that you are not alone and you deserve better. You deserve a more productive way of going through life. I know that I really understand that you are in a lot of pain. You will heal now, and it's time to heal yourself. I want you to control for not doing it, because it will never get to the point that you are coping it. It's just a moment, and those emotions will come back more times harder. I want you to know that it's okay to talk with people, that there are many older people who experience the same thing, and they care for you and support you. To summarize, self-harm is very common in our society. We just don't realize it. And again, people who self-harm as a form of escape, or to show they have feelings, or to show how they feel on the inside, on the outside. We can't see what is going on in their heads, but we can see the scars on them, so we can ask them whether they're okay. And lastly, to close this page, I want to say, no matter what you get through in life, don't give up. Because each day, each morning when we wake up, we have the chance to be the best version of ourselves. And thank you so much for surviving until today, until this moment. Because as far as I know, tough times never last, but tough people do. Thank you so much.